Okay, I have checked all my screws. I have these screws in. I put all the pick guard screws in, and I peeled back the plastic so that when I do take it off, the screws won't capture it. Got my strap buttons in. I even have the trim on. I've got these screws down flush to the body, but they're not tightened down. They're just down to where, because I looked at them and like 3 of them were high, so I dropped them all down, because once you get the strings on, it's a pain to start messing with those because you have to work around the strings. So I just want to have those, like, I'll recheck them really quickly, but they're all tightened to the point of being flush. And like, see how easy it is to move it back and forth? I haven't, like, you know, tightened it down. It's movable. Everything is movable and light. You know, it's there and it's keeping it definitely connected to the guitar. I mean, you can feel that. But then I'm backing off and it's just only going in about halfway. So once I got it flush, I backed off and then went back a tiny bit. Like, so you back off a full move and come back like a half move or something like that. So now it looks flush, screws do, but you can tell they're not like into the body. Okay, I've got my D'Addarios. The store, or where I ordered them, I think I had this set laying around. This is $11.49. I usually use $11.48 or $11.52. This is somewhere in between. Doesn't really matter. I like the way these open. You just pull this little tab around the back. These are really nice strings. The only thing I don't like about the NYXLs, and I say it every time I pull them out, is I don't like the fact that they're all wound up in here together. That just seems kind of lame, you know, because sometimes strings get bent when you're trying to release them from other strings. I do like the way they print the name of the string and which color code, so you don't get mixed up. Right here on the back. It's pretty nice. Huh. Okay, so let's see here. We'll start with an E string, which is usually, I think, the brass one. I always like to look at these before I start doing anything. So brass is the E and the A is red. So I've got the E and the A together here. See, this is what I don't like, the way they're all connected like this. I'm sure there's a smarter way to unravel them than the way I'm doing it, but they sometimes just kind of spring apart, you know. Or if you try to pull on them like following a circle of string, it'll crimp, which can't be good, because then I have to put a weak spot in the metal, you know. Okay, so got my E string. I'm going to just show you this on a couple strings because I don't want to bore you half to death. But we're going to go over here. I'll start with this low E going in through the hole at the bottom. Basic Strat stuff coming in. Luckily it came through. For a second I was thinking, I haven't even tried this yet to make sure that holes are clear and everything, but of course they are already. And you know, I play with a really high action, so there's a chance I won't even lower this that much. I play with a really high action on the Strat. There. Well, it's looking good. Everything's sitting right the way it's supposed to, and I haven't even messed with the nut yet. And I know that Toby checked this guitar out, so it doesn't surprise me at all that everything just checks out exactly as it should. Okay, so now I'm going to go here so that you can see what I'm doing. Now what I've done is I'm coming right off. I came right through the string post to put it right where it's supposed to be. Run it along to the top here. I'm going to make sure these posts are lined up where they're going this way, you know. So I'm going to take the string like this. I'm just going to run it through. All the way through. And you want to get it as taut as you can. You really want to get that taut. Now, first things first. You're going to go back with the string like this. And then you're going to come under. So look, see, here I am. I've gone back. I put it through. Then I went this way with it. I'm pressing it down. Now I'm going to go under the string. So look, I come through here, all the way under. Now I'm going to make sure it's down low. I want that string to be low on the post. And it does look low on the post. And it's under the string. It's under the string that's coming from the nut. And then I'm going to come over the top. I just bring it back over the top. And I'm going to hold it down with this thumb as I counterclockwise turn and tighten the string. and you can just see it kind of pop into shape. So you can already get it in tune and everything. And now you have, I think this is your best chance with this type of trim system of staying in tune. And then what you do is you're going to snip the string pretty close to it right here. You just snip it. And now, and you want to kind of push the remain down towards the headstock. And that's all it takes. This is what it looks like. That's all you have to do. And if you want to know more about this method, I went through it painstakingly. There's some Red Squire, I think it's called keeping a Stratocaster in tune or something like that, you know, with a tremolo. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish stringing it up using the same method, each string. And then tomorrow I'll go to the space, plug it in. Tonight I'm going to just live with it acoustically, because like I told you, that's how I really decide what I have. I'm going to play it and just get comfortable with it. And then I will take it to the space either tomorrow or the next day, and I'll shoot a demo so I can begin to just show you what it sounds like, and I'll decide what kind of changes I'm going to make with the electronics and all that stuff at that point, and then I'll begin documenting that as well. But I'm going to start recording Aaron and his Secret Bones project. Aaron is the bass player, Aaron Poole. He's our bass player in Dynamite Death Chair. He also has a solo project called Secret Bones, and I've already recorded some music with him before. He and I worked together and made an EP that he recorded all. He played all the instruments, and I just helped him with the engineer, you know, pushing buttons while he's playing. But we're going to do that again, socially distanced. He'll be in one area, I'll be outside in another area, and that way we won't be interacting together in a space. But we'll be on site together, and I'll be able to help him finish up that record. So I will probably take the guitar up the night before or that night and do a quick test so I can hear it through the 18 watt. Thanks again.